Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So there is actually a lot more going around than normal for Monday morning. Now, what is going on a Monday morning? So what's going on a Monday morning is good morning everyone from Instagram. How are you? We're going to start off with Pantera Capital. Pantera Capital had a major holding in Bitcoin. They dumped it. And got into Solana, and I think they were up like 66%. Wow, that's huge. Because normally, good morning, normally what would happen is you would have most people stay inside Bitcoin. I was having a conversation with my friend Jessica last night. She was asking me, what should she do given everything that's going on right now? And I said, if it were me, I would probably that's right, we're growing bags. I would probably, add to my Bitcoin, but I told her about my, DCA strategy, dollar cost averaging. And the whole idea is to not just look at Bitcoin, separate Bitcoin from all of the altcoins, right? Bitcoin is not going to be used the way they're used. So you need to pay attention to that. So Pantera Capital is an example of what I was saying, which is, yeah, I could be holding on to this as a holder. But if I'm trading, I'm probably going to be looking at other coins. Need to learn the basics without bias. You know what? That's what I try to do. I try to give you the news, and then I try to give you my opinion on the news, but separating the two, right? So when you think about it, and if you want to learn, I have to say this, this is for Carbon Metals over on Instagram. If you want to learn, I do have a book, right? Crypto Foundations for Building Multi-Generational Wealth. And it gives you very much the basics on how to actually maneuver and know and learn about crypto. We've got that in two different flavors. One is hardcover, the other one is softcover. So take your pick. But looking at Pantera Capital and how you get into crypto, I'm like, that's the way to go about it. So 66% change, up to the upside for Pantera is huge. Then you have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse saying, listen, I believe that, the total market cap for crypto to be headed toward 10 trillion. I sat back and I thought about the math on that. And I said, given where the numbers are going, if you looked at everything, that's actually a realistic number. It might even be low. So I'm looking for that. And he's saying during this bull run. And I can, looking at the numbers, I can honestly say that. I can honestly say that I agree with that, because you have the halving event that's going to happen. You're going to have two, not three, but two rate cuts, right? Now, I want you to think about this. We have more government data that's going to be coming out this week. You have consumer price index, producer price index. And I think both of those numbers are going to come in such that, such that you're going to notice that the economy is still hot, which is going to lead Powell to hold the rates where they are for a longer period of time. On the back end of the year, that means that you're only going to have enough time for two strategic rate cuts. So if you plan for two strategic rate cuts, you're in a better place. You're in a much better place. So for me, that's what I'm looking at, is how does that affect the crypto market? Well, that's another positive macro event, right? You're kind of spacing out those positive hits. First hit, halving event in like 13, 14 days. Then you have all of the news that trickles in because of that. Regulatory concerns around the world that are moving in positive fashion. You have things like Hashkey, who just got licensed in Hong Kong. I want to say March 14th or something like that. I think March 15th. And I spoke about it March 15th and dove into it March 17th as well on my videos. Then you have Hashkey getting licensed in Bermuda just in the past few days. So Hashkey's making big moves. And the reason why I bring that up is because it's a big deal when you see crypto being recognized and adopted at that level. Good morning, Corey. So when I look at how this all works, I sit there and I just kind of go, okay, more economic knowledge is coming through that's going to be positive for crypto. Those 2 rate cuts are going to hit and drive the parabolic rise of Bitcoin, meaning, and that's going to represent the whole market up. Okay. So that's why I look at that $10 trillion number from Brad Garlinghouse, and I kind of say, not only do I believe he's right, but he could be, low in that prediction. So that's something for me to contemplate. With regard to regulation, Hong Kong is issuing a new regulation on distributed layer technology. Okay, distributed ledger technology. Now, the reason why I find that to be a very big deal is because you have to look at regulation around the world, not just in your country of origin. And the reason why I say that is because different rules and regulations are going to affect crypto differently. It's also going to tell us, is that government ready for crypto? And it sounds nuts, sounds insane, but that really is a good question. Is that country ready for crypto? And if they're taking a pragmatic approach, making adjustments along the way, they're probably ready for crypto. The United States, we're kind of lagging in that space. I can say the same thing about Canada. There are a few countries that are there that they have huge crypto presences, but that does not mean that the government is ready for crypto. See the difference? So what else do we have going on? In DeFi developments, Fantom, the guy, Andre Cronje, he's basically the founder of Fantom, is saying he's interested in developing meme coins on Fantom the same way they develop meme coins on Solana. He also came to Solana's defense saying, listen, they're a victim of their own success. They're having crazy traffic, and it's hard to deal with all that traffic. They found a bug, and they're trying to work on that bug. They know what it is, and they're trying to roll out a fix. Cool. But imagine Fantom getting involved in meme coins. Again, a lot of you probably know what my feeling on meme coins is. My feeling is that meme coins have cute names, but offer no other use case. If there's no other use case, then the trading volume from meme coins might be good and or bad, hello Solana, in terms of how it affects the network. So when I look at that, I'm kind of like, we should be paying attention to those hits on networks, right? We should be paying attention to congestion on those networks because of meme coins. You want the traffic because more traffic, more fees. I mean, not necessarily higher fees, but more fees coming in and paying your network providers. And then that kind of shoots out to everybody else. So that's why I'm paying attention to why he's looking to actually develop meme coins on Fantom. And like I told you guys before, there's not going to be a single cryptocurrency that's going to solve all problems. There are going to be several in different spaces that do something. I mean, even now you're looking at 3 different coins, 3 different projects, all in the AI space that are looking to merge, not necessarily the projects, but definitely the coins. They're looking to actually play off of each other in terms of projects because each one, they only overlap a little bit, which means they're complementary. So when they merge coins, we're talking about Singularity Net, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol. If those 3, and apparently the voting for, I think Fetch AI ended yesterday, but I think the other 2 end, one on the 13th and the other one on the 16th of this month. But it's looking like that's going to happen. If that happens, they create an at least top 15 coin in a heartbeat. They go from whatever numbers they are now to at least $7 billion, right? 7 point something billion dollars in a heartbeat in terms of market cap. And when you think about that, that's when you start saying to yourself, okay, they're fighting back against big tech owning AI. These 3 companies, these 3 projects are bringing something to the table, like how you leverage the AI space, the infrastructure for the AI space, transactions within the AI space. highly focused on AI. That's what they're looking to do in a decentralized fashion. Think about that. So when I sit back and I think about that, I'm like, yeah, that's actually for me and what I want to do, I think that's actually a very good buy. A very good buy, because you're basically going, if you're holding Fetch, Ocean, or Singularity right now, you're going to get a 1-to-1, I believe. You'd have to look up to see the exact numbers that you would get, but I think it's a 1-to-1 transfer from your coin to the new coin. The new coin would be ASI, and that's what I find interesting. Another thing that I find interesting is Base. Base is layer 2 protocol brought forward by Coinbase. It is not a coin. It's only the protocol, and it's built on optimism. Now, really think about this. Their TVL for Base has outpaced Arbitrum and Optimism, even though the code base is built on Optimism, which is interesting to me. But why has it grown so much? Meme coins. Again, we're in a market right now where meme coins seem to be at this level, and regular coins are at this level right now. At some point, meme coins are going to die down, and then you're going to have those coins and tokens that actually have use case. Those are the ones that I'm paying attention to. It doesn't mean that I don't want to make money with meme coins. It's just that I recognize them for what they are. How many will graduate from meme coin to real coin? I don't know that I see it in this batch. The last one to do it in my eyes, the last two to do it in my eyes, Doge and Shiba Inu. The only reason why I say Doge is because Doge is actually used around the world. It's actually used to transact. And the same thing for Shiba Inu. It's actually used for real business, for real transactions. If I'm looking at that, I kind of say, well, are there other meme coins that can fall into that space? And I sit back and I go, no. Because I'm only hearing cute or controversial or provocative names. Kulo, like really? Right? There's another one, Hump, that just came out. Okay. There's another one, Cock in You. See, there's a space and an in you, like a dog. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just saying, the names are what are getting people going. They find it to be funny or whatever, so they put their money into it. That makes it go up. Then other people FOMO in, that makes it go up. And then there's the money grab that happens. So you get the big sways. And that's what I mean by I'm paying attention to, how do I get in? I'm not going to get in when it's up. I'm going to get in when it's down. And there's enough volatility that you can actually see it both ways. Hey, Stitchy. Yeah, this is Stitch, and he likes to say hello in the morning. You gonna hop up, Stitchy? You gonna hop up? Come here. Uppy. No? You're just gonna sit there? You're waiting for the kids to go? Okay, that's what he does. So, but he likes to get his pets in the morning, basically every morning. I also wanted to share with you guys that I do 2 shows a day. One early in the day, New York time. One later in the day, New York time. The one early in the day, I'm trying to keep at 7 a.m. The one later in the day, I'm trying to keep at 8 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time, because I know I have a lot of international followers. So I want you to pay attention to that. Now, the one in the daytime, that's free. Sometimes it'll be live, sometimes it won't. For people that have questions, if you want me to answer your questions, you either have to send me a super on YouTube, or you have to join and be a member on YouTube. For the ones at night, same thing, because the ones at night are going to be members only. And that's when we look at everything throughout the day. So that means there's a big news chunk in the daytime, like I'm doing now. And then there's a big news chunk down then that happens throughout the day. And we go over everything that's happened throughout the day. Everything. And it's a 2-way street kind of conversation where I actually answer questions as we move on. But you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. All right. Just give me a moment. And let's go over here. All righty. So as we're looking at numbers, the first thing I start off with is what's the fear and greed index? And right now it's at 76. It was at 78. Pretty cool. Going to be moving along. I think it's going to go higher because if you look at the numbers today, Bitcoin is up, and we'll get there in a second. Total value locked, almost 130 billion in total value locked. We should be paying attention to this because everywhere you look here, those are potential investment ideas. So that's why I look at this page. Something else, here's Bitcoin. There you go. I was telling everybody for the past week and a half that we were trading within a very tight space. And then we bumped up a little bit. And then we traded in a tight space. And now we're slamming up. Why is that? You have Grayscale selling off less. You have less downward pressure from Genesis selling off 2/3. Why? Because instead of selling it on an open market, they sold it on the open over-the-counter market, OTC, and it was about 2/3 of their Solana holdings, and they pushed it out. That's great. And I know we're talking about Solana, but that kind of a sale could affect the whole market. That's why we pay attention to the news. Next up, if you're looking at the big picture, and hopefully it'll come up in a couple of seconds, there you go. You're looking at a lot of green and you're looking at a lot of deep green. Ethereum is up. I think Ethereum is about to take off. I think Ethereum is about to take off and hit 4,000 anytime soon, maybe within the next 7 days. That's what I'm thinking at, because it was already there. Bitcoin's going to see its all-time high again and possibly surpass that, right? All I think within the next 7 days. I think there's going to be a run up until you hit the halving event, and that's when it's going to click in everybody's head that holy smokes, we just went from 900 Bitcoin being mined every day down to 450. That's going to make it explode. That's a catalyst. So I look at that. Something else I'm looking at. I just told you about Doge. Doge is going to go up. Shiba Inu is about to explode. Let's see who here. Here's a meme coin, dog with hat. It's up a lot. Am I touching it? No, I have other places where I'm putting my money. And when I look at crypto, I have a couple of different spots. I have my holding wallets. I have my trading wallets. And I view my trading wallets as whatever I do here better be better than anything else that I have my money into outside of crypto. So that kind of day trading, happens in a different kind of way, different kind of mindset. There's holding and then there's regular trading. And my pockets for regular trading, I try to keep them a little bit lighter than I do for my DCA strategy for things I'm going to be holding for a longer period of time. So that's why I look at that. If you're looking at the number straight across, look at that. Year to date, Bitcoin's at 71. Ethereum is only at 58. BNB coin, I don't know why people sleep on BNB. Everybody says, oh, it's boring. It's a boring coin. There's nothing going on that chain. Why would you want to do, meme coins on that chain? Blah, blah, blah. It's at 91% year to date. That's why. People sleep on things just because what other people have to say. I'm trying to show you not just the news, but a different perspective on how to think about things. And that's really what I want to get across, is help people understand how they can be making better money, right? And how to just look at things so they can do better. There's Doge, 131%. Cardano, not doing all that great right now, but I still like Cardano. It's secure, it's fast, and it's dependable, right? Toncoin, I don't touch, but it's still at 156%. Avalanche, not so great, but look at Shiba Inu at 180% on the year. Bitcoin Cash, I hear so many people talk so poorly about Bitcoin Cash, but there it is at 172 on the year. This is why I pay attention to the news, because I want to see what's going on. Mind you, Bitcoin Cash also just had a halving event, so we want to pay attention. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything else. My son's getting ready to go to school, so my dog is not pleased by it. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything else like that. Again, join on YouTube or send me supers, send me something that says you like what I'm doing, you like how I'm doing it, like when I'm doing it. That really helps. Let me know if there are things that I can do that make it better, right? And then, also check out the book. You can get it on Amazon. Again, Crypto Foundations for Building Multi-Generational Wealth, and we have it in paperback and hardcover. Mind you, I'm not a guy who just got into this and who just decided to write a book. I've been dealing in crypto for over 10 years. 10 years. That's more than what most can say. All right. And yes, thank you very much for signing on. I'm getting a bunch of thank yous. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm trying to keep these live The daytime lives open to the public, nighttime lives where we really take a dive in and I do a two-way street answering questions, doing that whole QA thing. Yeah, that's only for members. All right. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Tackle it like you mean it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.